We are back again with the topic that I always talk about, people: digital media versus physical media. This Call of Duty shit, it like literally, what's the point of getting disc and doing digital console sales shit no more, dude? What is the point?
Money, 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 Mojo Radio.
Listen, I understand, man, liking physical media. But honestly, physical media is going to be out the door sooner or later if we got all these updates and stuff that we got to worry about. Let's check out what this article has to say, because this is damning at this point, man. I am not a fan. I will always be physical media over digital media. On some instances, that is what we need to clarify. On certain instances, I will be. Okay, let's check this out. This is from GameSpot, man. And damn. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 disc is just 70 megabytes. Requires 100 gigabytes to install. Okay, this right here is fucking weird. But I understand why they would do that. But then again, it's like, we need another form fashion for these fucking games. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, I'm not that technologically advanced in process and all that kind of stuff per se, but I know some things. But I want to throw out an idea at some point. All right, watch this. Now, this is what they say about it. Ever wonder what happens when you're getting, well, you know what does I say? When you're getting to buy game discs these days. I was about to say, what the fuck was that about? Drew a blank. Well, in the case the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, you're getting approximately 0.07% of the actual game. Twitter users Does It Play reveal that the game disc for Modern Warfare 2 is just 72 megabytes. 72.23 megabytes, though the game itself requires at least 100 gigabytes install on all platforms. Presumably, 70 megabytes is simply the installer itself, rather than the actual game assets. However, it's a stark change from 10 years ago, even when games actually do have the shock horror fit and the disc shipped on it. This change slowly or solidly set in sometime during PS4 Xbox One generation, and games have been ever since. However, that hasn't stopped fans from complaining about the incomplete data in the disc that pay money for back. Okay, yeah. Okay, we will be playing that soon. So that's besides the point. My whole issue is, listen to this. What's the point of having physical discs anymore? If everything goes into an all digital era, we'll get rid of all our walls of games and shit like that back and forth. Like that's just period. We'll get rid of all of that. We'll go full screen. And like, ultimately what it's going to end up doing is we won't have the cool dope collections no more. Fine, you know. For certain people it's a jog in the right direction, meaning, oh, I don't have my walls and walls of games everywhere. Fine, that's cool. But that looks cool for some people. We like that. But the bullshit thing is, why are we paying all this money to have these digital assets? And if you want a physical disc that has nothing on it, what's the point of making the disc that's just a fucking install that you can just slap onto something? You know what I mean? What's the point of having a disc drive in the fucking consoles that only do fuck all? You know what I mean? It's a piss poor argument on both sides. Okay, how about this? My idea was, tell me this is probably dumb as shit. I wonder if we need another form of media. What if they sell games in a fucking USB drive stick? You know what I'm talking about? Take away the disk drive, we sell a little chip that has a whole bunch of data. You slot that bitch in like a cartridge and fucking deal with that. You know what I mean? You can have the disc, you can have the case. Boom, pop it in there. Solid state drive. Boom, slap it on the wall. Boom, put it on the shelf. Boom, put it in the console. You know what I mean? What if we just get rid of the disc altogether and have a different form of media for games? You know what I'm talking about? Because if people want the stuff on the disc, you're always going to be able to plug and play. People love plug and play. They can't do it now because they don't have shit on the disc. And it stops DRM, you know what I mean? Crap like that. It's gonna be an age-old problem at this point. Age-old problem. And I don't think there's any point or any trying to solve it at this point. There's nothing to do. Like, some of these games are so big, they don't even fit on the disc anymore. Unless Blu-rays are the, Blu-ray disc. Oh, wow. People are gonna pirate our games. Wow. You know what I'm talking about? There needs to be a different solution because this shit can't go on no more, man. I don't want to buy a fucking $70 installer and just think you don't have a fucking internet, you're screwed regardless. So put it on the disc. You get better feedback, you get better asses in the long run. You know what I mean? I don't know, this is just another rant video. All I'm saying is, this game media versus this physical media thing, we need a solution at this point because this is unacceptable. 100% unacceptable, and I ain't for this shit. I don't think anyone is. I understand the benefits, the pros and the cons, but ultimately, ain't none of us in this. If we're costing this much money, we can't deal with this no more. We can't.